Hey guys, Tank here. We are live on Brad's channel. Brad is not with us tonight, so some people are supposed to join tonight. Um, if and when they do, we'll chat with them. Till then, I'll chat with you guys until everybody gets here. So how is everybody tonight? Let me get the chat over here. Pop it up. And we have Scott with us, and yeah, just Scott right so far. How you doing, Scott? Got a couple things to talk about tonight. And we already have somebody that just jumped in with us.
What's up, Tank?
Hey, how you doing? So you've had some fun with that truck today.
Yeah, we had 3 runs with it today.
3? Oh,
One
yeah.
and 1 and 2 didn't go very well, but run 3 definitely hit the mark.
Cool. Yeah, I saw some of the stats that you posted on the private chat. That was kind of cool. Good run.
Well, thank you. I'm
Yeah, and I posted a video on mine also, a short video of me with the Mustang, and as I pass in front of me, I notice where the car's going. I hit the brake, and I'm just sliding and poof, bounce right off the edge of the curb. So I hit a curb today. I did not
Yeah, I
damage
seen
the car.
that thing.
Did not
Yeah.
damage the car at all. So
it looked like you had most of the speed scrubbed off.
yeah, it did. Because
dirt.
I should have let go of the brake and steered out of it, but there was cars also there, and so I just kept the brakes on.
Right.
Yeah.
But man, when you do speed run, I thought that area was long enough to do a speed run, but it is not. You
Oh, yeah.
need more run than that, especially going over 50 miles an hour. I don't know. You need more room. Like just like yeah, just like you're getting close to that 50 with that truck, and
Yeah.
it's crazy how slow you got to start to get to that 50, and how hard it is to keep it in control also once you get to that speed. And it's also the cool down, not the cool down, but the slow down.
Right.
When you're doing a speed run, you need speed to get up to the speed you're at, but you also need a rundown to slow down without crashing.
Right. Well, without running into anything.
Yeah.
I actually added little 3D printed strips and just double-sided taped them on to try and save the body a little bit. And it
Limit the crashing on the body.
yeah, it helped today on the last one. I didn't do it on the first one where it I don't know if you can see it. There's a crack right here. It cracked the top of it.
Oh yeah.
On the second try, which I haven't even tried to look at
I'd
that
probably
video.
fix that. I can fix that.
I got it. What is it? The plastic welded back together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should go away with a tiny bit of Maya putty.
Yeah, I got some filler stuff.
Dirk asked why there was no Brad.
He's with his friend, right?
Yeah, Brad had to go to his friend for something. I can't remember what.
I think it was just for the 4th.
Yeah. Man, I gotta build something. This fucking heat light is right on top of my paint. And that shit just dries right out
Oh yeah.
so fast. Yeah. Oh, I got black.
So a couple things I noticed today. Fair RC did come out with the K5 Summer Blaze mod, which they call. So it's kind of cool what they did. Good idea that they get sometimes with these paint job like.
That's cool. Yeah.
So
All the little stuff in the back.
yeah. The gas tanks are a little big for the truck, but they look good. Look good in there.
I just watched this movie, Earthquake, 1970 something. And that truck in there, man, it is friggin' cool. It's like,
Mhm.
that'd be an awesome build. Oh, I left my, what the hell? I left my spray bottle outside.
No.
I'll be back in a minute.
And again, they have the Michigan with a dinosaur mod, which is nice also.
Yeah, and they weathered that one.
Yeah.
Because they have the regular dyno, I thought, and then the weathered one too.
Yeah, there's the regular dyno. But that one does not have the logo on the side.
Right.
This one does. Got the Jurassic Park logo. Which I don't know if they're doing any infringement by doing that, but just selling to Michigan again, they are, because they were told not to sell it anymore and they are selling it. So I don't know what's going on.
I think they worked it all out.
Yeah, probably. So these are all the mods, like rusted mod. Here's a dark one. This is the one you got.
Which one?
This one. The Smashers.
No.
The
Oh, the silver
Eagle.
Eagle. Yes, that's the mod I bought. Sorry, I have two things going on the computer.
That's good.
I was bragging you, looking at the TV.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's true. So there's the VS 410. It has a new Falcon edition at $579 US.
They also, so that one has the interior, the bedsides, the portals. So it, compared to their ready to run, it has a bunch more features.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't talk about or show the interior, but you can see the seats here, which is nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they kept all the same electronics. I didn't see if, I don't think they put the dig and overdrive servo in it though.
No, they're not there. It doesn't look like it.
Hey, Tank, are they just selling the body of that K5 or you have to buy the whole thing?
No, you got to buy the whole thing, I think, unless you can buy
Yeah.
the body. I don't
You
know.
can buy the body separate, but not with that paint.
Yeah, not with that paint job.
Oh, no, with the paint job.
But you can buy that body and paint it yourself like that.
Yeah. Because that would look good on the monster truck.
Yeah, and it's the same mounting system.
Yeah, that clicks all in the same.
Oh, you're welcome, John.
So-
Hope they are what you were looking for.
They're $199. Oh, is that
19.
19? Oh,
$20.
okay. That's not bad, man.
But
19 bucks.
but remember, this is just a body. You need if you want the front grille.
Oh, it's
That's-
another, that's $2. Yeah.
Yeah, and here's the mirror.
Yeah.
So
So you
here's
spend, yeah, but you're still not, you probably spend $40 or $50 probably.
Right.
Instead of
they
200.
should have a kit that has everything, but I don't see it. So because you got to be careful, because you need the mirrors, you need the lens, you need the mirror
Yeah, you need-
lens.
all that shit, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to the hobby shop tomorrow, return some stuff. See if I can get up to 80 miles an hour in that trailer truck.
Sweet.
Have
Make
fun.
sure all your tires are glued and check your C-clips on your axles.
Yeah.
Again, if you were under a rock, Low C has taken this out. So this is a new Protomoto MX. So right now they do have the blue and the red that they are shipping, but the green is back order right now.
Yeah, because the green is the coolest.
Probably, yeah.
And the green also comes with
Has
that.
everything with it. Yeah, has the
battery.
battery and the charger and all that shit. Because I guess you have to use them, right? You can't use a regular
Yeah, I think
cell
you can
or
use a
whatever.
regular.
Yeah,
You can use a
use
regular one.
regular.
You can just use a regular 2 cell.
It's just you won't get all the feedback that that smart battery gives you on the remote.
I thought it didn't, one of the, like some wire didn't fit in it. Or something.
The smart wire. And that's what he's talking about, the feedback from the remote, the smart wire.
Oh, okay. You can't hook that up.
RC four-wheel drive came out with the RET micro transmission for their 1/24th scale truck. So this is a new transmission to fit in their truck. So some people were complaining that they didn't like it, so they came out with a new transmission. I guess they're trying to get back into the market with their truck. So because they've been losing sale, I guess, and that's why they come up with something new. I don't
They
see a lot of posts with this truck that people are buying.
What did you say, Josh? You got 50 today? I didn't see your video yet. But
48.
48? Nice.
It probably would have hit 50, but after the luck I had, I was like, that's good enough for today.
I didn't see it yet, so
Yeah.
I had some bad luck.
San RC is doing a sale right now. So I don't know how long the sale is going to be on for, but it is 24% off.
Oh, look.
So $319 for the truck instead of $419. So you're saving $100 per truck.
You have to say that shit, Tank.
The what?
I said, you have to say that shit. I couldn't afford it anyways, but I want a dually so bad.
Those things are pretty fun too.
How much is the Cross RC dually? Oh, I have 2 O's.
That's the one I want. You can build
Which one? The Cross RC?
across, yeah.
EG4, yeah, it's more expensive.
If I ever got it ready to run, it would be the high trail.
429, and this one ready to run is 319. But this one is a way bigger truck.
The cross.
I think it is. What's the wheelbase on that?
Well, isn't that what you got for your build thing, the cross?
Yeah.
We haven't had an update on that lately.
No, I haven't worked on it at all. I've been busy planning stuff, doing.
Oh yeah, doing stuff,
and
doing runs and stuff.
it does not show me the wheelbase. Oh, length
It's your
640, 288.
it's your this part of the
688
year
is the
is
length.
your RC runs and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's hard for me to do builds in the summer. I'm just busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's the width, 290 by 678. 280. I guess the other one's bigger. The Sen is actually a little bit bigger.
Oh, really? Oh crap! I forgot to do this. Here we go.
Basically, the Sen is on special right now. That's a pretty darn good special for this ready to run. It's pretty good.
I still want to build one.
I like the red one, but I like the wheels of the blue one better. This one is nice also. I like the wheels on that.
I got the itch, of the building.
And those are nice rims, especially for a big truck like that with all the lugs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, them are nice rims.
And that's it. That's it for me for presenting. I'm done. See you later. Good night. Just
Is this is Brad's live or
this is Brad's live. Yes.
okay.
All right. Here you go, Keith. Here's what my second to last speed run ended.
Oh
Yeah.
that's the
That's
painting I gotta paint for you.
See that's going to be a good thumbnails for your video.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
you crashed it.
that's the
That's the
wing.
fin. That's the wing
Yeah.
with my name on it.
Yep.
That's destroyed it. And you were going about 50 then, right?
33 is what the
33.
no. What did it say on this crash? It was 31 or 33.
Yeah. Is that
And
where was that at?
the road is closed down by my house.
Oh, okay.
So like right here is road closed signs
Yeah,
because they're fixing the bridge just on the other side of that, which it opens
right.
tomorrow.
I found a new school right up the road. It's real long too. It's like, yeah. And there's no construction there yet. That's nice.
But we found a different road for the run tonight, or that we just did about 2 hours ago.
Oh yeah.
And it was a lot smoother, less worry about traffic. Like, because people kept driving down it, like, oh, the road's closed. Oh, we're just going to go around.
Right. Who cares?
And then they came down and turned around right where we were at. So,
Right when you were driving it, right?
yeah.
All the time.
So earlier I had a live working on this after the first run. And I got up to what, 27 in first gear on the first run.
Mm,
And then trying to just steer it and stuff, it was acting funny. Ended up tumbling the thing. And it was bad. So came back, did the live, took it back out, and I had shimmed in the steering because the steering is so like the front end wobbles a little bit,
yeah.
Yeah.
as you know. Well, the shim, even though it was just a tiny shim, was enough to not let the truck come back to center. And that's why it ended up on the roof, because when I was just bumping the steering, it would hold for a split second and then come back
Come back.
because it was
Yeah.
just too tight.
Yeah. Mine, I don't know what mine is doing. It won't stay straight at all. I gotta
Oh,
work on
I
it.
have to keep bumping this just
Yeah, I
very
gotta keep
slightly.
on going just like that. Yeah, just like you just barely hit it so it'll come back straight.
But on the live, Mitchell and them were like, dude, just turn your door down like you do on your drag cars. So I turned down the expo on it so it would come in a lot smoother and softer on the bump. I had the channel speed turned down. Then I went back up and turned it back down. But when I took the shim out and took it out this last time, I found that two of the C clips had broken on the axles. I don't know if it was from laying on its side,
Yeah.
um, because the tire was rubbing the leaf spring, and I'm like, why is it doing this now?
Yep.
And I pulled it all apart, checked all the C clips, found, well, one was broken, one was bent like a U, and that's the one that was yeah, Swampers, it is kind of a cheap servo. It's just an Amazon servo, but the ESC is only putting out 6 volts. I don't have it turned up because I just figured I wanted it slightly to steer. It just wouldn't come back to center. But as soon as I took the shim back out of the steering, it um
Steering good.
yeah, it went right back to center.
Yeah.
And so we took it out, and my goal for today was 40 mile an hour. And I will say it hit that in second gear.
Wow. The hardest part of doing speed run like that, especially when you change motor,
Yeah.
is learning how to control that much power in that little bit of time that you're learning that truck. Because every time you change something, you have to relearn how to use that truck because it never went to that speed and it's going to react differently. So it
Oh
becomes
yeah. It was a big learning curve. Like I ran it up and down the little road we found probably three to four times in third gear
oh yeah.
before I really, and I only held it for full throttle for maybe a second, and I got the 48 mile an hour. So it's got 50 in it. It's just me having the balls to hold the throttle longer.
Yeah.
But yeah, 48 mile an hour today, and the truck wasn't even breathing hard. It did fall on its side at the very end because I'm like having to hit the brake because I'm running out of road because it took forever. But it actually bounced on the little road rash guards I put on it and popped back up. Was able to drive it right back to me.
That's nice.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, I painted the toxic turtle color today.
Yeah, I saw that. You
90.
did a good job.
Oh, it's like glass too, man. It's like, what?
Mm-hmm.
That primer. I got some good primer from the hobby shop.
Oh yeah.
Well, I got the paint from it's Krylon, black Krylon and high gloss Krylon.
Okay.
I didn't like the metal flake black, so I sanded it down with a 600
Okay.
and I resprayed it with the Krylon high gloss.
I was looking to see if there was any other news I could find, but I couldn't find anything.
Uh,
Psycho Swampers, Corey, John Martin.
hey guys.
Animal Gang is in the chat. Brian, what is there? Scott, Kurt is over there also. Corey. Hope I didn't forget any name.
Yeah,
And Sergeant J was supposed to come here to relieve Brad, but I have no idea where he is.
right.
He just released a video. He just released a video with a premiere.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to see that. I forgot. Yeah, he had it settled a schedule for 9 o'clock, I think it was.
Yeah, I got to see a little bit of it.
Okay. Around 9, I just arrived. I just arrived back from playing and my son had baseball practice with his new team tonight. So
I use the new team.
yeah, now it's a summer league and not the spring league.
Oh, okay.
Man, 2 hour practice after work like this for me to sit in the car. Mind you, I downloaded some movies off Netflix. So I had it on my tablet sitting in my car just watching that for 2 hours. But man, 2 hour practice, that's friggin' long.
I'd be downloading my eyelids. That's what I'd be downloading.
I almost did. Swamper says Tamaya's semi have a 3-speed transmission. Yes, they do.
Yep.
And that's why Gems RC has been doing speed run, but in the 3 different speed to show the difference of speed he's been getting, which is nice to actually do and kind of cool to do.
Yeah. I ain't doing that though.
I don't blame you.
You don't want me, you don't want to see someone go 3 miles an hour. Speed run.
Brad is not with us tonight. He's with a friend. He had to go somewhere, so and could not jump in. So he's asked us to do the show without him and chit chat. So Guru, if you want to make some noise, now's the time to come in here and make some noise.
Josh, yours is like shit. Oh shit. Suicide, right?
Yeah.
Third gear.
So the the GPS you're putting on your truck, which you showed a
Yes.
couple times that runs the app, I got the same one. I used it this weekend. I came here,
Mhm.
took it off the truck, and I put it down. Problem, that thing is so small, and it is somewhere in here.
He lost it.
I know it is in here because I turned on the app and I connect to it.
Yeah, so it's close.
And you can
So-
hear it beep. Oh, you
No,
can't hear
no,
it
there's
beep.
no beep on that. There's no beep on that. So
Uh,
I know it's here, and it's all wrapped up in Velcro, and there's a yellow Velcro on top, so it should be noticeable, but I cannot see it.
It's in a 2-foot radius of you for it to connect that easy.
So, and that's why I used my other one today, which I had the other GPS, the one that has a screen on it.
Hmm.
So I actually used that one today because I didn't have the other one. So I don't know where it is. So it is somewhere. So if you see me looking around tonight, a couple places, that's because I'm looking for it. So,
It's not just because you're looking, right?
and Jem did say something. It's like it's somewhere close. I completely agree with you, but it's weird.
So with the gear changes, first gear on this motor went
What-
27 mile an hour, where it went 15 before.
You mean the pinion gear?
No, switching from first gear to second gear to third gear.
Yeah, but you're not using stock gears.
No, I put the 18 in it. So when I put the new motor in it, when I put the 5-turn in it, I left the 18 in it because I'm like, there's no point in going back down in gear, which is going to just create more torque and blow the tires off. So I swapped the motor to the 5-turn Reedy, censored, which helps on, eliminate the cogging and all that. And it went 27 in first. So it was a 12 mile an hour pickup. So I was hoping second gear would be pretty close to the same. And it was, because it went 27 in second gear. And then it went 40. No, I'm sorry. It went 25 in second gear, and then it went 40 with the new motor in second. So the 48 mile an hour, I know, is still a little short of what it can run in third, just by those numbers, because it's averaging a 12 to 13 mile an hour pickup, and I only increased 10, 11. So I know it should have the 50 mile an hour in it. It's just getting it back out there and letting it eat.
Steady.
So once you're done this, you're gonna have to look on eBay or look somewhere for a new body for your truck so you can finish the body.
Well,
I
it
think a
might
little-
just go rustic.
A little
For,
sanding should
for-
smooth it out a little bit.
That's
No,
true.
Yeah.
Doing a rusted look might be a good idea also.
Yeah.
Dents
Little
and
I think I
putty.
want to let
scratches.
You do
I'm gonna let
whatever you
Kurt-
want,
or, Keith have fun with it.
Josh.
With the,
I'll paint it for
the
you,
rustic.
whatever color you want. I'll fix the body if it's cracked, if it's messed up. I don't care.
Well, it held back together this time.
Yeah.
The chrome on the bumpers is suffering a little bit. The chrome on the mud flaps on the side is suffering a little bit.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, you got to take 20 miles and off your top speed for me painting that body.
Okay, so
Still
I'll be
kick-
20.
He's still
I'll be
kicking your
28.
butt. You might want to, well, you might want to throw in 40 there.
Yeah, 35.
Okay.
I'm only messing with you, man. Awesome.
Oh, dude. I'm just having fun with it. Like I was talking earlier in the live with Kurt and Mitchell and them, like I didn't think I'd enjoy speed running this much. And now it's like I'm just chasing
Chase-
more numbers. Like
Chasing that number. Yeah.
Yeah.
like my goal was 30 to start. Then I'm like, I can get 40. Then I got 40 in second gear and I hit 48 and I'm like, I can get 50.
I got to hit 50
50
now.
yeah. But to be honest, like these last couple runs, it was really smooth. Adding the weight helped so much.
Now, where did
And
you
then-
have the weight in the back?
Yeah, I zip tied a 3-2-1 block on the back.
Right up where the wing is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a 3-2-1 block sitting there. It took it up from the first time I weighed it, which didn't have the battery in it. The truck is almost 2 pounds heavier with the battery and the 3-2-1 block on here now.
Now, that just means it's going to take you a little bit longer to get to that speed, but you'll get more control. But you got to
Yeah.
realize because you got more weight now, it's going to take you longer to slow down
Yes.
because momentum is a hard thing to stop sometimes.
And so when I added the weight, I turned the drag brake up 10%.
Okay.
Not so it's locking tires, but I went from 10% to 20%. So I had more drag brake so I could just roll out of the throttle and it'd slow down easy.
Okay.
And then I still got my regular brake, which is set at 75 for, oh shit, grab the brake.
Tycho says, good thing you only had a ditch on your last speed run and not
Yeah.
curves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I planned it. I knew
curbs.
it was gonna,
Come on. I would have picked a street with curbs at least. Made it exciting.
and it was funny. Like this evening, we drove through like 3 different parking lots. And I'm like, nope, there's a curb right there. Nope.
Uh, yeah, that body would probably just shatter if it hit a curb at 50 miles an hour. Huh?
Oh yeah. Especially it's 8.4 pounds on it now.
Sergeant J says, it's time to mount a parachute.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. Little solenoid to push it out.
I did find out the wheelie bar definitely makes a difference because it loosened up on the run and it started pushing the truck one way. Just dragging that one side. When I lifted it back up, it's planting when it really hits, so it'll hit it and keep it straight.
Yeah, because I think at the beginning you had it almost touching, like it's touching
Right.
on the ground. And I was finding
Right.
kind of odd that it was touching because to me it should have been up just a little bit.
Oh, excuse me, guys.
So right now, when you have it down, it's not touching the ground. It's up by
Yeah.
what, quarter inch or
About
half
2,
inch?
yeah, it's about quarter inch,
Okay.
maybe 3/8. Not a full half inch, but I was trying to basically help with the crown of a road, where if it starts going down, it'll push that back up towards the crown.
Hmm.
Because if that wheelie bar hits, it should push it back the way. And then this last run, the road almost didn't have any crown. And when we did the 40-mile-an-hour pull, came back, it was just kept driving one way. And I'm like, I just adjusted all the trim. I didn't wreck this time. And I found that the wheelie bar was touching on one side and just pushing it that way. So I put it back on the tailgate, readjusted the wheelie bar and set it back down. And that's when we hit the 48.
Okay.
Did you read that thing from Corey for Keith about should have a tracking number for him tomorrow?
No,
Oh, okay. Thank you, Corey.
where's that way up
Put a
there?
surprise in a box. Put a surprise in the box for you.
What's in the box?
It was up farther, a little up farther.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's way up there. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, no, Keith can't see the chat, so.
No, I can't.
And again, I know it's not an infraction or limitless, but seeing this thing hum by at like 40 to 50 or 40 mile an hour is,
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
It
It
probably
is-
looks like it's flying by pretty good.
It is kind of cool. The tires that you have gonna make it a little tougher.
Mhm.
But it really makes you think and makes you, it's almost like having a dragster, in other words, because the dragster, the two-wheel drive dragster, that's what they have. There's only two at the back and just
Yep.
like funny car wheels in the front, very thin tires. So it's almost the same, but not the same, but just seeing it pass by, it's kind of cool. It's almost like a
Yeah,
drag. You won't get the same push as a dragster, but you're gonna get the same speed.
Are your tires ballooning?
I glued the insides and I'm like, I'm not, these tires are so hard. I'm not worried about the outsides. I had to reglue them all today.
Oh,
And, they're not ballooning. They're such a hard tire, but
okay.
prepping them
yeah,
with the
they're
monster
pretty
grip,
hard tires.
That helped.
prepping them definitely helps. Like
Yeah.
I can feel they're softer.
But that's glued on aluminum wheels or plastic wheels?
The plastic wheel,
They're plastic, okay. Because
which I had to bend a couple lips back out because of the wreck.
because gluing on aluminum rims is kind of tough. It's hard.
Oh
to
yeah.
stick.
No.
But 90% of those rims on semi trucks, you never have to glue them. You just leave them in there and they're
Right.
Yeah, you're
tight.
not going fast enough, right?
Right. And up to 30 mile an hour, it seemed okay. Once it started getting over that, like when I could be rolling around at 20 and just rolling the throttle and it'd light the tires up and it'd kick the truck sideways, I was like, yeah, it's a little much.
Swamper's asking, would low profile semi tires help? Yes, but he has to use the stock tires. That's one of the rules in my comp that use the same tires, because the simple reason, I don't want people to spend an arm and a leg to try to beat a world record here. We're just using this for fun and to see how far we can push it, keeping it as stock as we can. So the only thing you can change is the motor and the transmission, and ESC. So whatever you can put, so keep it stock and everybody plays on the same playing field without having to spend an arm and a leg.
And honestly, with the brass gears, this transmission's surprisingly doing well. Like
Cool.
it's shifted smooth every time, like when you shift a 2-speed on like other
I
ones,
don't got brass on mine.
you'll have to like click it in between or grab a little bit of throttle to make it engage. It took like 5 minutes to set all the endpoints and then
CK Hobby Shop.
Yeah, CK Hobby Shop says, I'm mounting a 3.5 on maximum overdrive right now.
all right.
All
You can
right.
keep it going straight. Give her a shot.
He's got a five turn motor in there right now and he's got a hard time.
Is
There's
CK Hobby Shop's doing it right now too, or no?
Because he's gonna.
He's supposed to. He said he was gonna
Oh.
jump in it.
Yeah.
We'll see. I can't wait to
There's-
see other videos or other people actually jump
Yeah.
in.
There's a 4-turn in a castle sitting in the box right over there. But
Poor-
honestly,
poor-
right now, I don't think motor's the issue. It's how do you keep it?
Stable.
What if you
Yeah.
put a fairing up front or like a nose cone on the front of it? Can you do that?
Yeah,
What I've run into is the back is outrunning the front. As
Oh,
soon as
okay.
as soon as it starts grabbing and moving,
Maybe put
the
some-
back tries.
Put some bigger side wings on it, like your Limitless. How it has
Yeah.
big wings on the sides.
Right.
Maybe
maybe
something
it's
like that.
because the front is getting too light, I guess, and you're losing control. So you got to try to put your front down to keep the control. I don't know. Maybe by
Yeah,
putting,
I could pull a leaf out of the front spring set and drop the front end down.
Yeah.
right now I'm gonna have to see if CK can actually.
CK says I'm in.
He's just waited for all my tricks to be shown, and then he's trying that.
He probably painted it like one of those shows, the Bandit.
Well, he said
He's
it
got maximum overdrive
Oh, okay.
with the clown face in front there with that big
All
eye.
right. I know
That's
he
gonna
always
help him. That's gonna help him for speedrun.
he does those crazy
Oh, yeah.
TV show cars.
Just make sure you have a camera rolling where you are and another camera rolling at the other end so you can see the awesome crashes you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Corey
That's what I
says-
run in. Go ahead.
Corey says, my DR10 keeps leaking the oil out of the rear shock. I can get a few launches before the oil gets low.
Those
And-
shocks are, I've used green slime on them. I've rebuilt them. I've put new O-rings in them. They're leakers.
A lot of people don't know that, but basically green slime is basically green marine grease.
Right.
And the green marine grease is good for shocks because it's waterproof. And
Yep.
your shocks always gets close to that waterproof. So if you disassemble your shock and pull that rod out, and on the bottom of the shock, you're going to have two little O-rings and sometimes a spacer in between. Fill that area with marine grease, and then you can pop your shaft back in there, and that's going to stop the oil from coming out from that shaft on the bottom. That really helps.
Or if Corey's saying he needs aluminum shock bodies, the AE sells the shock bodies with those with a bleeder cap that I've ran and had good luck with. They're actually on the one of Jericho's cars now.
Okay.
I've also had good luck with the Amazon Hot Racing 90mm big bores, and then you just take your springs and put them on that shock body, and those have not leaked for me. Like, they've done really well.
Hmm.
And they're cheap.
Hot racing shocks.
Yeah, they're the Hot Racing 90mm big bore. I think they're $26.
Hmm.
But the springs they have on them are super stiff. So you take your DR10 spring, set it in there, and then because like the DR10, you got to use the clips,
Yeah.
where the Hot Racing has the adjustable threaded shock body. Because depending on what track you're at, you're going to drift one way or another. Like everybody says, zero your car out. That's cool, but you still got to run a test run or two, because the track might have a slope, and if you're on outside, you got the crown of the road to adjust with and stuff. So if you can turn like a turn or two into that threaded shock body, into the tire that's which way it's going, you tighten that side up to plant the tire harder so it straightens back out. It helps a ton on the DR10s. I think we have 3 regular DR10s and a DR10M.
I
Two of
didn't even
them
know
are on
Hot Racing made shocks like that.
GCM.
Yeah, they're 90
like it.
millimeter.
Yep, it's like a blue cap and just a aluminum body.
I was surprised my rail car, my drag racer that I have.
Mhm.
There's a
Yeah, that's
shot.
them, Kurt.
Yeah, those are pretty nice. $33 Amazon.
Yeah, they're up to 33 now. Yeah.
You only need one set, right? You don't need the fronts.
Cool.
Your rail car?
Yeah, my I can't remember what they call that car, but it's a long skinny one there.
Mhm.
And man, that thing boots. Like, we had a drag race, and somebody had a DR10, and I blew the door off that DR10. Like,
Oh yeah.
starting
rail
off, I
cars.
was close to the same, and then I just punched it. My car just, like, almost as his was standing still, it just like took off. Like, everybody just looked and, oh my God. And nobody wanted to challenge me after. It was funny.
Is Is yours still foam tire rail car or is it
Yeah, foam
rubber?
tires, yes.
Foam tire, yeah. Those cars fly.
And I did put some stuff on it that I had previously. It looks like a bingo dabber, but it's called Monster Traction
Hmm.
Sticky Fingers. So I actually put that on there, maybe 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes, 5 minutes before I put it down. So I put a lot, and then when I put it down and I went to the start line, you saw two tracks, like
Right.
two strips going to where that thing. I go, oh, maybe I should let it dry a little longer. But
Depending on the grip you use too, it's not going to dry. It'll dry on the tire, but as soon as you set it down,
it's kind of cool how it worked, because on two of the first start, you can see my line, like,
yep.
but then by the third or fourth time I did it, there was no more track. Like I took all that stuff out because I was spinning. So it's kind of interesting how that works.
The problem with no prep nowadays, and we ran into this Sunday drag racing, everybody's using different stuff.
Yeah.
So some of it stays on the tires, some of it goes on the track. So we went behind someone who had coated like one tire heavy and the other tire light. They just didn't get it seated right. So the left track and the, like, we called it the groove. The left groove was super sticky where the right one wasn't. We took off, and as soon as you got out of that glue, both cars shot to the right instantly. Happened to me and Jericho.
Oh yeah.
But then Jericho and a guy who keep battling back and forth, their cars are near the same speed. They ran each other heads up. And Jericho's like, I didn't think the car was drifting that bad. And like, it's just like slowly going towards the center line. And there's a box there to cover the timing equipment. I'm like, turn, boom. I'm like, oh.
Man, yeah, that drag racing seems like it's just mayhem, man.
Sometime, yeah.
What?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But that rail car I have is so much power. Like it's got a 5-turn motor on it, and it's just foam tires and just direct to the wheel. And
all you need is a 5-turn for a semi.
yeah, I have a spare 5-turn. Maybe I should send it to Keith.
Yeah.
There you go.
Competition will be done by the time we get here, Tony.
But the problem with that motor is finding an ESC. So we need somebody to send you an ESC that can supply power to that 5-turn. So you can't use the stock Tamiya ESC. I think the lowest you can go, I think, is an 18-turn on that. So
yeah, I'm pushing this ESC with this motor. That's why I'm not like rolling into it hard. I still have the 60 amp in here. So I don't want it to stick because it'll amp spike.
I got the 1060.
no, that won't work.
It won't work either.
No. And the one you have is a brushless, right?
Yeah. Or mine? Yes.
Yeah. So this motor is actually a Top Fuel drag racing motor, and it's a brushed
Right.
5-turn motor. This is actually made for drag racers. And
Can you
that's
turn
what
the
I
magnet? Can you turn it with your fingers or not? Is the magnet so heavy?
No, I can turn it.
Okay.
I can turn this
I just
one.
wondered with that one.
Mind you, I don't know how good this one is, because the other one looked newer. So that's the one I put in mine. So I don't know if the other one you can turn it. And I never tested this one to see how it was, but when I look at the commuters on it, it seems like it has some wear and tear into it.
Got
Looks
some
like it
runs
ran
on
a
it.
few times. But the commuters look still good on there, and it's actually screwed on. Like, it's kind of interesting the way these motors are made. But it's got a lot of power. And that's why I was telling, like, Keith, that might work for him, but he might break everything also, like just like you, like with a 5-turn. It's just,
Yeah, I don't want to break shit.
Yeah, because Tracy ain't gonna let you fix it.
That's right.
Gotta make everything out of wood.
The the worst thing for you is all the work you've put on that body and all the little accessories that you have.
Yeah, the paint job and all that shit.
But the paint job, you can always repaint and fix it. It's just all the rest of the accessories that you have on there is going to be an issue if you do tumble and crash. So
Ah, just
Yeah,
do
and
it,
it's
Keith.
probably I haven't. Well, I hit 20. So
just try to do the best you can, and that's it.
yeah. I'm surprised I haven't lost the mirrors yet already because I've flipped it over several times, not even doing the speed run.
We'll try to have a consolation prize for a good effort or
Right.
Participation.
yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not saying you're going to win. I'm just saying that we'll do a spin the wheel, like everybody that participated.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We'll spin the
That'll
wheel,
work.
so you'll have a chance.
Does it count that this rim's now missing all the lug nuts where it slid on its side and knocked all the plastic lug nuts off the wheel?
Disqualified.
That's weight savings. You're cheating.
How's your tire staying on if you lost all your lug nuts?
Apparently the quick change in the center, since it's a race semi, just helps hold it.
Got the one big bolt.
You
I
go
have to
so
say,
fast the tires don't fall off.
Right.
Swamper says you need an old Novak Tempest or a Rooster for that motor from Novak. It would be interesting finding an old ESC like that, actually. Should look on eBay or somewhere. Because the biggest problem I have with mine right now is that I got a Traxxas Summit ESC in there. So I'm running 4S. And that ESC does not work lower than 3S. So the lowest you can put is 3S. So you can put a 1S and a 2S on the lead.
Yeah.
It will not work on 2S. So you can't. So you need two batteries, just like a Summit. So theoretically, I can't run in no prep because they all run 2S. So I can only run in open class, and even in open class on some of the rules, open class, they can only run on 2S. So my car is actually illegal now the way the setup is, but I don't care. It's still fun.
I might have a brushless ESC an 80 amp that I can send to Keith.
It's okay. I'm not going to change that stuff.
Lazy.
I'm just going to get a different. I'll get just a higher motor and
just try to push it as far as you think you can handle that car. I don't want people to break their stuff. Mind you, I always say go out there and break something, but you got to be, you do have to be careful what you break.
Even though this isn't painted or anything left yet, when I saw the top cracked, I walked away for a second. I was like, oh, I cracked the bottom. It's not like when you take your drag car and the Lexan body cracks. Okay, a little bit of shoe goo and a drywall strip, and here we go. At least I didn't hit a semi trailer, right, Kurt?
I know I gotta go get my GoPro and find that video footage.
Corey says Novak GTX, that was the best before brushless came out. I don't think I knew that one. Mind you, when Novak came out or was there, yes, they were the top of the ESCs, and it's too bad that guy shut down the business. And I kind of feel sad that nobody bought him out and kept the business going. But Novak, the guy that created Novak, was the one that was engineering his own ESCs. So when he quit, and when that's it, there was no more Novak. kind of sad because it was a good company. And then everybody jumped on the bandwagon of Castle Creation. And then Castle Creation started making other ESCs for other people like Traxxas. And a bunch of other ones.
What's crazy is the Traxxas VXL, like people are using a lot of them in stock class. They're a 200 amp constant. What's up, Joe? They're 200 amp constant with it's a 600 boost.
Okay.
So your DRKs, your normal size castles, they're all like 160 constant for your high end ones. That Traxxas VXL, now the high end ones will boost up to 1,000, 1,200. But that VXL on a constant run, it's 200 amps. It's higher than everyone.
Hmm.
He's been drinking.
Day drinking.
Yeah, Truck Tech Joe says,
Which turned
sorry.
into night.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, some people sometimes they get loud when they drink. So that's a good thing you're not in here. They get
Any
loud
more-
and they just don't stop talking.
Any more drama at your house, Kurt? And fireworks and shit?
No,
They
What's
shot
the- I think
fireworks
it's-
off here for like 5 days straight.
Oh yeah.
It's
It was pretty
surprising
quiet.
it's
This
quiet,
area
yeah.
was quiet for me for fireworks, but I guess everybody's keeping their fireworks down because of all the forest fires that's been
Fires.
happening,
Yeah, up there.
which is
It's
good.
been real quiet here too. It's like just
oh, here we go. Boom.
Truck Tech Joe says, I lose my filter. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
probably bad.
Used to be Novax versus Tekin. Yeah, and you don't hear a lot about Tekin. They sort of died down
Now,
a little bit.
their RX-8, as far as like out of the whole punch, there's still a ton of the no prep guys that are using that RX-8 just because of the sheer hit it'll take out of the hole. Like the DRKs and the R1s are frying when they get in that glue, but no one's popping the Tekins. They can take the hard hits.
Maybe I should put that in my dragster then.
The RX-8 is a monster.
Oh,
There's a lot of
it's a
guys.
big friggin' ESC. I'll have to modify
Yeah.
the body for that.
But a lot of people are running it and it's fast. Especially with these new 4-pole 60, what are they, 6,500? That's the new popular 4-pole now, the Castle and the Trinity double down.
Because there was a guy that had one in the summit and I took it out. So an RX-8
Yep,
SC here with a big friggin' can motor.
yep.
So basically, I swapped everything for a Castle Creation with the Bluetooth module that he could control because he did not want to run lipos. He just wants to run NIMs. So I told
Really?
him it's easy with the app just to switch between NIM and not NIM and control your
Right.
punch. If you lend your truck to somebody, you go in there and you just limit how fast it goes because this thing is stupid fast. Like you could do a sitting, a front like backflip or whatever, standing still, like easily. With this is a big can and it's a the KV on there. It's friggin' hidden. 2000 KV, yeah.
But that looks like almost a 5th scale or 8th scale can, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it is. It is an 8 scale because this is a big can, and it's heavy. But I am waiting for a roller, a good deal on a roller, either something, a basher or something, roller 6S to
Right.
actually put this in. So I'm patient. I'm looking for a good deal. And then I'm going to drop this guy in there. Waiting for my Arma to come in.
I'll sell you my Mojave.
You mean there's somebody out there that don't want to run lipo? I
Yeah,
just can't
there is some
believe
people that
that.
don't want to run lipos.
There's crazy
there's
people
two.
out there.
It's just insane.
Their first name starts with a K.
Egan? Wow, I thought he run.
And it ain't this kid.
I thought he run.
But mind you, if I put that RX-8 in my dragster, I need to find myself a 540 can. That's a 5-turn or something better, like a 3.5 or something, for that RX-8 instead of this big giant can.
Right.
But
What
I
are those
don't
black things on the body? Skid pads?
These are my, yeah, these are my curb rash savers. I 3D printed. I just drew them up in Fusion real quick and 3D printed them and put double side tape so it'll help prevent the road rash.
Right on.
Now you got to build a nose cone. You're allowed to put a bit of nose cone. So if you 3D print a nose cone or something to fit on,
Yeah,
Right.
right. A nice little
like a
nice
plow.
little aerodynamic.
I've looked
Oh, I'm gonna
into
put one on mine. I'm gonna put one on mine.
You can make it out of cardboard too, Keith, or whatever to get you
Yeah.
through, you know.
Or out of wood.
Or wood, yeah. The
I
wood's
think I
heavy
got a
though.
little bit of Lexan left.
Oh, yeah. What?
Damn it.
Where's
save that
Dennis
up.
at?
I'm
I
messing
don't
up
know what
on
Dennis
these
is.
the Yautja stockings.
Unknowns in the house. Ho, ho.
Oh, fellas,
What's up, Eric?
I have
What's
to
up, buddy?
repaint
Long time
it.
no see. Nice
Yeah.
to see you back.
just took care of some family stuff. My dad's got dementia and just stuff.
Yeah, one of my cousins just passed away. He had a very big heart attack 2 weekends ago,
Mm,
and last night he actually passed away. So,
well, I'm sorry to hear that.
and he was maybe a year or two older than I was. So,
Ow.
kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Hopper
Sorry,
says I
Ted.
have several good nymphs to sell. So you can send them to Keith for free.
Yeah.
Keith
pretty
likes the NIMS.
He pretty much takes anything. Send it to Keith. He likes it.
Just like on my Red Cat lowrider, it came with a NIM, and it's still in the box. I charged it once, and I did run it. And what I like about the NIMS, it's a heavier battery. So for in that car, it works very good when you're popping up. And they give you plates, and I found out very quickly why they give you plates is because the LiPo battery is actually a lighter battery. So you need those plates when you're actually running a LiPo for it to do wheelies.
Oh, okay. We put the plates in there to make it a little heavier, right?
Yeah.
Eric, I'm using your paint brush holder. Thank you for sending that to me.
You're welcome. What the hell? I got two?
I haven't dated it. I got to put the date on it, but I'm putting all kinds of different color paint on it.
Thanks, Joe.
Be
Swampers,
right back.
hi to Eric. Oh, he said he'll be right back. So
Why
what
is this?
are you working on, Keith?
Oh, I'm painting a picture for Keegan because he sent me Angus Young.
Okay.
Isn't that illegal to steal a person?
Yeah. figurine or action figure.
Actually,
Yeah. I can't show it online, but after hours, I'll show it to you. Thing.
Okay, cool.
I don't want Keegan to see it.
Brian Watts says like the one on Mythbuster. I'm not sure what he's talking about. Or what we talked about for that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what he meant either.
Corey says, I got a Traxxas X-Max and 3.3 Revo from a friend that owed me money. He crashed into a parked car.
Oh, send it to Kurt. He'll fix it. He likes crashing into stuff.
I know how to do fixes like that.
Yeah.
I got 3 out in the garage right now.
Well, my Ford Mustang Mach-E actually hit that curb.
Oh yeah, you do
Nice.
any damage on that tank? I wanted
No,
to
there's no
ask you. I
damage.
forgot.
No damage.
I was actually
Damage?
slowing down and it did hit the front corner a little bit, driver corner. So they got like those plastic wing, whatever. So it is scratched a little bit, but nothing's broken on it. I was slowing down and it kind of bounced. So
Back, yeah.
good thing I was slowing down and did not hit it at full speed like Kurt usually does. But it's kind of hard to stop that car once it stops sliding. Once you start sliding there or braking.
Yeah, it's all over, right? That's how my
Yeah.
Fortec is. Once it starts sliding, you just go, okay, it's going where it's going. It's gonna hit the curb.
I'm like, I get all excited and I'm like, oh, there's
I
not even no
found-
money shot.
I found today with that one, I drove it for about 5 minutes trying to get a good speed. And I tried going slowly up to that speed, but I found I was running out of room before I could get to a speed. Best way I found for that car, because it takes off pretty straight sometimes, but if I punch it and it ends up being straight, that's a good run. Like it's straight, but as soon as you punch it and it goes crooked, that's when I have to stop. But
Yeah.
the best run I found is when you punch it off the start and you try to have it as straight as you can with that HPI anyways. But it's hard to hook. One thing I have not tried for that car for the speed run is actually putting prepping the tires. So they've always been just dry with no prep, but that's something I should try. Putting
It'd
that
definitely help.
on. Because it does say it's for rubber tires also. It's not just for foam, but it does say rubber on this. But the other thing I could do also is do like I said, is just call Jem and buy a bottle of his. But I believe you said you got a few different thickness, or tackiness.
Yeah, I have ones that grab more or less. Like on this one, I used the crawl because it wasn't as hard of a bite. Because I prepped these earlier
Okay.
and it worked well. Like I could see that it was effective, and it also helps with friction. It's activated by friction.
Okay.
So it's not like the other stuff that's just a lot more grab.
See, this one says rubber and foam conditioner, cleaner, and light traction. So this one's for light traction.
Right.
But I did a video close up of that tire and slow motion when it actually takes off, and you can actually see the tackiness off the tire, like sticking and like off the pavement. It's kind of cool. So what are you trying to fix now? Or if you're reaffixing the wing back on it, or what are you trying to do?
The wheelie bar, these coarse thread screws have worked a little loose, like back here.
Okay,
So I'm putting a longer screw in it with a washer to have the wheelie bar stay up where it's supposed to.
and whose wheelie bar did you choose for that one? Who makes that one?
This is, I think it's STS, something like
Okay.
that.
STRC.
Yeah, it's for the slash,
Okay,
and it just happened to fit the frame rail exactly like it should. Like I loosened up the crossbars a tiny bit,
okay, okay.
slid it on the frame rail and tightened everything back up, and it fit perfect.
So
Oh,
you
you
got
didn't
a
3D
small
print
bolt?
that? Oh, sorry, Tank.
No, that's not a 3D printed.
That's
That's
aluminum, right?
aluminum.
Yep,
Okay.
yep. And
So you
then
got one screw on the bottom, and then you put a little arm there to actually hold the other one at the second screw, I
yeah,
guess.
these are DR10 sway bar links,
Okay,
and they just happen to be the right length for the adjustment. And I can just use my DR10 wrench and adjust them. But you're kind of doing it in reverse.
Yeah.
Instead of when I lengthen it, it lifts it. So
When
it's
when you push it down, right?
yeah, since it's locked at the top. So then I always just set it flat and make sure it has some clearance. And if it doesn't, like right now, it's a little low now that everything's locked back in. And with the weight pushing down on the strings, it's a little low. So I'll just take my wrench and adjust each side a little bit, and we'll be
Yeah.
good to go.
because you got to realize also is when you're taking off on it, no matter what it is, going to sag down a little bit
Right.
as you take off.
Yep. On my drag cars, I usually give them, or actually what I use is my shock pliers. And I set it underneath, and that's where I set my drag cars up. Because it's just enough to let the suspension work, raise the front to plan it, and then it hits and carries it through.
Okay.
Some people like less, some people like more on it. For me, I have found tuning my car, it's the same every time when I set it. And then I'll tune the shocks if there's problems with the track, because I know the wheelie bar isn't the reason it's going left or right, as long as it's still
Brian White is saying when he said like the one on Mythbusters, he was talking about the semi front nose cone.
I haven't seen that.
Mythbuster made a truck with a kind of a pointy front that they had, and they were going through cars that were parked and just pushing them off. That was kind of cool. It was a good show. It would make a very good video if somebody actually did that though with RCs and just push all the cars, set up a whole bunch of TTO1
Right.
parked, and then you have that semi truck that just plows them out of the way. I don't think it would wreck them or hurt them in any way.
Maybe you go slow, yeah.
Going fast is the fun part of it. Sean says, I am surprised that the body is still in one piece after all that roll.
It didn't even crack on that roll. It cracked on the next attempt.
Okay. Well, maybe it weakened it.
It probably did. That roll was violent. In the video, you can hear it. And if you want to play it, Tank, that's fine. You can hear, it's like the very beginning of that video. I put it on there. You can hear it from 200 and like, I think it said the GNSS said it was 240 feet, 280 feet away.
Now, when you do your speed thing, it's track you use and not drag
Correct.
racing, or what?
Yeah, I'm
You
using
use on
track.
Okay.
Because it'll quit reading after that distance of 132 feet, whatever you said of that.
That's true. That's true. And I tried to do that reading, but I couldn't set my thing on the drag racing because I wanted to know the torque when it takes off. for that
Right.
curve, But I got to do more reading on it and actually do it. But I
And
always said
there isn't a true mercury switch in there testing the torque. It's doing it off, it's calculating in itself, saying this is what we anticipate that torque to be.
Okay. Okay. Let me try to find that video. Because I know you just posted that just a few little while ago.
Yeah, it's probably been about 8-9 hours ago now.
Mm-hmm. I subscribe to way too many people. I don't have time to watch them all.
Understand that.
Jem's hobby. Video. Well, is it a short or is it the video, the long one?
The
The
long one.
video,
Yeah, I thought you did
but the
another.
very beginning of it, I edited so it would play that.
You gotta put the audio on. I didn't forget. Kurt.
I always forget that too. Hate that. Because it's funny because you could hear it, but nobody else can.
Yeah. So let's see what audio is up. It's at full blast. And there's a car that's over there. The truck is right there.
Yeah.
He goes right, and then he goes left. He loses it. And
I actually had it on my phone, and so I could actually
roll
zoom it
that
in a little
shit,
bit.
man.
The phone's way better to watch it on because you can zoom that in when it's playing.
But yeah,
Hey, it's
that
Jerk.
was
So,
the
the,
nasty hit.
and
It said, and the GNS said it was 280 feet from that.
we know no one come up from that way.
right now, I see that wheelie bar. It's, to me, it's touching the ground.
Yeah, it was a little low. I adjusted it later.
Okay. And here you do not have the weight at the back right now.
This is
No,
all.
this is the first.
But you didn't, on this video, you did not put the weight on it yet. You put the weight
No.
on after, but you haven't published that video yet.
Correct. It's sitting right here in front of me on iTunes, ready to edit. Or I mean,
Yeah, yours is same thing, man. It's just all over the place.
Right into the ditch.
Already?
yeah. And,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
and as Jericho gets there, it rolls farther into the bottom.
He's a bit wet.
It got wet.
Yep.
Yeah, just barely though.
So you're saying that this road was closed for construction or was closed for a reason?
Yeah. Yeah, they're fixing a bridge right just past to where we are.
I
Okay.
think you put your police tape up on it.
Right.
Both sides.
That's what I would have done.
No, ours would have been yellow.
Would have put the cone up, towing a car.
Yeah. You can't come down here.
I feel like our wheelie bars moved a little bit.
Police business.
Yep. See,
Now, did you put tire prep on it, on this stage?
no, this was before. I was just
Before
trying to
all
clean the
that.
water off from the ditch.
Look on the wing, everybody. Look on the wing. Subscribe, like, and subscribe.
Oh, yeah. you-
No,
Yeah.
game.
Out to KBRC 13.
Yeah,
We're
like and
getting-
subscribe.
got some horsepower from our Summit Racing sticker.
Or just subscribe to that channel.
Get some more horsepower.
Oh yeah,
There you go.
that's always the joke out here that your Summit or your Jag stickers get you 10 horsepower.
So it's not me. That car, the truck is swirly.
Oh yeah, it's very.
You did not turn that steering wheel a lot for it to actually flip.
No.
No.
Sounds all there's not going to be no body left for you to paint. Keith.
Well, let's not, but yeah, you started sliding and then
And then you
Yep.
use your foot.
Yep.
Stop it! Stop it!
All right. It is. That motor is crazy.
motor's
Stop.
crazy.
Lead.
27 in first gear.
Yeah, that's first gear.
What'd you get, Keith? And third?
I got 20,
21, right? 20,
Yeah.
21.
20.1. I don't know
Oh,
what that is. So it's just like 20.
Yeah.
Little hold together.
No, he's
Couldn't
on
remember if it was
second.
21.
That's where he loses it.
Yep, this is where it all goes bad.
Let's see.
I don't even think you were
One,
at full speed when you went on.
Two,
Like, this is on
three.
second,
No.
How many rolls did you do? 4 or 5?
4 or 5 at
like on
least.
second gear, you weren't
yeah.
even on full speed, and you got a pretty good run on it.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. It checked at
I'll
31
go
mile an
get
hour.
it.
That's the problem. I ain't
That's-
got no one to go get mine.
That's the advantage of a teenager.
Right?
Make him run.
Gotta bring your niece over there.
That
She
was
wouldn't go
hard.
get it for me.
Really just trying to roll the tires into it.
Yeah.
Look for
So
parts.
Did it
yeah,
break it?
he is. It took the little slides off the doors, separated both of them. It launched the wing off of it. It shot the GNSS into the ditch.
Well, then that was the wing that shot off.
Yeah, I thought I saw the
Yeah.
battery shoot out, but it was the wing shooting into the ditch.
Yeah, you can see white things flying off too.
Yeah, that was the battery door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that thing is just. We have to do another competition to see if who can get the battery door in the quickest.
Just stay on
Yeah.
the longest.
And we're missing one of the
I-
black pieces that hold it together.
I end up taping it in after these runs.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
It's road rash
Oh, yeah.
on the
That
and
front
on
fender
the
looks like it's
fender
got
here.
it too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it's surprising that the tanks don't have nothing
Got
on them.
up to before it came apart.
Yeah, the tanks are just tucked inside just enough. Like,
Read.
Okay.
31.
There's
Yeah.
one that wasn't even a full pull.
That was on second though, right?
And that wasn't even
Yeah.
full speed in
Yeah, not even full speed on second.
second
Yeah, because
gear.
you've been going up about 10 each gear, right? 10, 11?
well, it
Well,
went 40.
I think that's going to
in
stop it
second.
today.
Cool.
You know, and I said that's going to stop it today. I went out and did another one. That's when it landed on its roof and cracked the body.
Ugh.
Brought it back, glued it, made my side my road rack thing. Found the C clips broke. Reattached the wing, even though it's got some damage. The KBRC 13 is still there.
You weren't
Good.
filming when you crashed on your hood?
That's the picture I showed. You didn't see it earlier?
No, I don't think you
Oh.
saw that.
Yeah, let me see if I can.
You should
Find
put
it.
on WhatsApp. I'm gonna put that as a thumbnail for Brad's live. He's gonna get a lot of hits for that. No, you can use it for yours. I'm kidding.
I'll send it to you. No, I am going to put it on mine, but I don't mind sending it to you, buddy.
Just put it on the WhatsApp. I can pick it up and
I don't think he's on the WhatsApp. Are you on the WhatsApp?
No,
Good
Oh, no?
I'll
idea.
have to.
yeah, just send it to me by email or by Facebook.
Okay.
I want to know if you made that permanent marker, that KBRC
I was
13.
going to say, we're all in that Facebook chat.
Oh yeah, the King of RCs or something like that.
Yeah.
Here, I'll put it up top and I'll share screen. So if anyone missed it earlier,
Yeah, Zoom chat would also work.
yeah.
I always forget we have our private chat. Oh,
There you go. Kurt.
You broke the wing
There's
off
the wing.
again?
Yeah, there's the wing. Battery door, the wheelie bar is all tweaked.
Gee.
Yeah.
Did you actually have video of that or?
A little bit. I have like just a tiny bit of it happening, and I'm going to use
Okay.
it for the opening next video.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay. That's what I'm saying. I hope you got at least a little, a little shot of it or something. That's always the best part
Yeah.
of the video, you know?
You're not gonna rub off the KBRC 13. I'm sorry. Not gonna
No.
work. Gonna have to paint it off.
Gonna try.
So, let's say that somebody else gets into this competition.
Mhm.
You would have to write his name also on your wing or somewhere.
The other side.
Right.
CK Hobby
Yeah, the
Shop
other
with
side.
a cross thing, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's unless he beats your score. And then he can put your name with a cross on the front
Right.
of it and cross you off saying, haha, I beat you. But you know, if KBRC 13 beats your speed, you're gonna have to put that off.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Just don't hold your breath. That's all.
Maybe you should
All
hold
right.
his breath and that way you could win.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold your breath, Josh. Me, I won on default.
All right. I'll do the sneak peek preview for the crash. Figure you guys will probably watch it anyway. So
Yeah,
Oh, let me put my glasses on.
try to. Oh,
Oh, yeah. You were just turning it around. It's just crazy, right?
yeah, that was it.
crazy.
Jericho was walking down the road to get to where he could be if it, needed to turn it around. And
Yeah. I think they just roll over so easy.
Yeah, they seem like they're really skinny and top heavy.
yeah,
I've
So-
rolled mine with a tanker on it. It's like, oh God.
part of
Yeah.
that was where I shimmed the steering. It wouldn't come back to center. So I flipped it and it held it.
Oh,
So I had to take those shims back out of the steering.
I heard you talk something about you talking about that when I was in the other
Yeah.
room.
That was literally just blipping it to straighten it back out, and it just held. And then when it finally started to come back the other way, it just tumbled.
Uh,
The next runs went much better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, taking the shim out of the steering, then having the weight on it, and the tires still having some prep on it because that wasn't long into the testing process for this, the run after the live that happened.
The roll.
Yeah. Yeah, 40 mile an hour. I literally put it in first gear, made sure it was going to drive straight, went down to the end of the road,
Okay.
turned around, came back, shifted it in the second when I turned around, came back, and that's when I hit 40 mile an hour right off the rip. It drove straight. It drove, easy with the shims back out of the steering, and I then found those C clips that were messed up. Because that one tire where the C clip was bent was touching the leaf spring and causing it to
move. Yeah.
Yeah, it was disengaging like the locker because I put it on the stand and tapped the throttle,
Okay.
and 3 of the tires would spin and the other one wasn't. But if I hit
Right.
reverse, it would start spinning and then it would stop again. And I found where it was rubbing the leaf spring, and it's because there was a U-shaped C clip, so it was letting the hub push in farther, tighten up the wheel farther, and shove it against the leaf.
Yeah, my truck runs so much better after I put the stock tires back on it. They were all just rubbing the shock and the leaf spring.
Right.
It's just, I mean, I had rubber on the shock,
Oh, really?
and them tires were supposed to be made for, made for the king hauler.
Nothing's made for. what it
Yeah,
says
I
it is.
know. I know. Nothing says it's direct fit. But I
Yeah,
didn't
Sean.
think I'd have to shim it 15 times with, washers.
Right. Sean asked where Brad is. He's at a friend's house tonight. He said he wasn't going to be here.
Yeah.
What? I didn't want to ask because he might show up.
So I did a speed run also, and this is the aftermath of me hitting that curb.
And I went and looked for that video and I could not find it to save my life.
It's a short, but on Facebook I did
Okay.
put the full, not the full version, but the landscape version. But you can see here it's a little bit bent, not bent,
Uh-huh.
but scratched, and that's where it actually hit. But
And that bottom part's supposed to be bent up like that?
it was bent up a little bit like that, but it ended up being more bent after I was done. But I have to heat it up to bring it back down because it's always been up like
It was,
this.
yeah, it was pretty bent from the
Oh.
box, right?
Yeah, from right shipping of the
Mhm.
box, this was
Yeah.
like that. I always wanted to bring it
I
out.
would. You should have said something to Kyosho and made him send you another one.
Come on, I want it full size. There we go. So as I passed beside me, I noticed that it was
Okay, Ralph.
then I slowed down and
That
then
was
You
a
can
big
hear
hit.
it just sliding.
go click.
It's all bam.
That was a big hit.
Oh,
That was
that sound like the Simpsons. Don't. It's a don't.
Come here, kitty.
that was a big hit on the curb.
Kitty, kitty.
Then he makes fun of me.
The curb. I just hit
Yeah.
a curb.
I was all happy because I hit a curb, just like Kurt.
That was a big hit on the curb.
You didn't do any speed run on your Volkswagen?
Yes, I did, and I put that up on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
So if I
See, that's the one I was looking for. I couldn't find it though.
oh no,
No, I
Come
saw
on.
it. I saw it, and then it disappeared. And I don't know where it went. And then I was gonna go look for it under your channel, and then who knows what the hell happened.
I hate that when it does that. It didn't put my it didn't put it here on the uploads.
You got to go into videos.
Oh, no, I don't think I put it on a yeah, if I go to videos, maybe it's gonna, yeah, it is there.
Yeah. I'll show
Stay
you.
close to your
Newest
mic.
download.
Of course, we'll get an ad. Then we
Or
get
upload.
rid of that ad. And we'll come back to it.
I know.
CID.
Let's save that one. Export. Just doing some,
I know. Kitty, go.
caught some nitro on camera last race.
Now, what I like about the Tamiya MO6 chassis is what they've done with the battery. To me, that's the best one that they've done for the battery. Because they basically put the battery right in the center. Mind you, this is kind of cumbersome to take off because you do have a clip here and a clip on the other side. So it is kind of odd to take out, and then you got this steering link from that's in the way for you to take off the battery. And then all this cable for the motor is kind of in the way. So it's a bit cumbersome, but I like that it's a square battery and it's right in the center. That's on
Yeah,
the MO6.
I don't like the Bone Beetle one, the MF, whatever it
That's
is.
the
I got-
Beetle.
Yeah, that's the Herbie body.
The other one slides underneath the tires almost.
On it, Herbie the Love Bug. So let's do a quick speed run on this and have some fun.
The video is only
Thank-
2 minutes long. I didn't do
All
that long. I don't need, you
Let's
don't
see
need
how
to.
fast Herbie the Love Bug can
No.
go on
Since
2S.
I got my GPS
Not
thing that
supposed to
Dirk
do a
sent
quick
me, I'm
little
gonna
run
do
on it.
speed runs on
And
a lot
running
of
on
the
2S.
cars. That looks quick.
Pretty zippy for 2S.
Yeah.
Is that a stock motor tank?
Yep.
Oh, watch out for that curb.
Oh, I'm very careful with Herbie. There's another curb there. Ah,
I love how the Beetles just spin out like that. They just
I'm running a Spectrum remote on this.
yeah, and
That
this
doesn't
is
matter.
rear wheel drive, just like the real Herbie would be.
yeah. That's what I did to mine. I took it, made it wheel drive.
It wants to pull.
Yeah, it kept on pulling to the left. I don't know why.
It wants to pull to the right. No, to the left. So I always got to bring it back.
Yeah.
So let's see how
It's a
fast it
good looking car, man. I like
So-
the rims.
went. How fast do you think it went?
Bet you in the
20,
30s.
Pull the body off and see how fast it went.
23. Oh, 20.
Oh, 20 miles an hour. Same
close.
thing as the MO3 that
Actually,
Yeah.
the MO3 went 23. This one went 20.
I tried the other day. So 20 miles an hour looks like is the speed of the Tamiya. And I believe the TT01 and TT02 are about the same speed. So it looks like they all have pretty much the same gearing. I will test out the
So
Gotta get down, kitty cat. I gotta go. I'll be back in a minute.
that's Herbie the Love Bug.
yeah,
20 miles an hour ain't bad for a little car like that.
oh yeah,
Play with it. Spins out. That's the whole.
yeah. That's
That's
the whole
my
fun
thing.
of
If it
job.
doesn't spin out or, like that, you can't get it to spin out and slide out. It ain't no fun.
But what is weird with some cars? Yes, some of them it's fun to have them even faster, like that Mach-E that I got for Mustang. That one is kind of cool, going real fast. But having the Herbie go that fast would break my heart if something real bad would happen. So to me, it's fast enough. I could damage it if I hit something, but that little car is fun to boot around with. That's not Herbie, that's Herbert. No, it's not. That's Herbie. That's my little Herbie. Corey says the battery has a hard time getting out with the server mount linkage in the way. Yes, it does. Sean is complaining about Radio Shack cars again. Don't buy Radio Shack cars. That's all.
He's trying to sell one right now or raffle one.
Yeah.
Big Radio Shack car.
Oh yes, Sean, his raffle truck. For anybody that wants a chance to win the raffle truck, he's dropped the. I saw his video up. I haven't watched it, but he's dropped the numbers of participants. So he's dropped it down to 80 now. So I'm not sure how many tickets you got sold right now,
He's
but
got 41, I think, sold.
41.
Yeah.
So if everybody that actually participated go and buy another one, that means your chances would be 1 in 40, which is pretty darn good. And I might do that. Thinking real hard about that.
Or what? How much is that truck worth? 1,000, somewhere
Yeah.
around there?
Well over $1,000. And for $20 a pop, it's a good deal to actually get that truck. So go check out Sean's RC Adventure. Sean, if you want to put Nightbot Rocks, Nightbot is going to put a link to your channel.
Or Nightbot sucks.
No, that doesn't
Gonna
work.
leave a message too. Spin rush.
Yeah, for the amount of stuff he put in that.
Yeah, he's got a lot of money. Lights, crazy lights.
Spin Rush says, Tank, the president of Fury Tech has been in contact with me lately. The guy really cares about his customers. Just wanted to put that out there. Cool. I know that Spin Rush has been talking a lot on his social media about Fury Tech, and I believe he got himself a few parts for his truck, so he's been upgrading. Good for you. On doing that, and your truck works way better now, which is good. Me myself on all my 124th, no, I even on my 110th, I don't do a lot of upgrades. Like what you guys do on the 124th is just crazy. By the time you're finished, the only thing you keep on that is nothing. Like,
Maybe
you
the
change
body.
the frame.
Yeah,
You change
yeah,
the electronic,
body.
you change them. Yeah, the only thing you keep is probably the body. I don't even go that crazy with my 110th. I do upgrade some wheels, motor sometime, or ESC if it's ready to run. But dry shaft sometime. I'm still running. This is my SCX10 first version. Where is it? It's up here. This is the SCX10 1. I'm still running the same dry shaft, the plastic dry shaft that came with that. And I never had any issues with that. I don't even have metal dry shaft on that thing, and I still have the original dry shaft, and they're having no problem with it. I am not an upgrade guy, but kudos to you guys if you do that and you're having fun. That's what this hobby is about. It's about having fun, finding your own niche, and just building and modifying. And just like Jem is doing now, he's finding a new passion and trying to do a speed run with this truck, and it might evolve, and it might evolve into other speed run, trying different cars also. You never know where this hobby is going to bring you, and it's a lot of fun.
Son, you're too funny. Yeah.
Just a Kyosho body. That's the only thing he kept on his truck. I wonder if that's going to do. Oh no, it's got to be all in one word. Nightbot Rocks in one word, just like Jen did.
Not working.
Maybe Nightbot is on vacation.
He's sleeping.
Maybe he's back on shutout. Yeah, it looks like Nightbot's not even working.
My butt's broken. Yeah, Chris, you doing racing, you gotta upgrade your stuff a little bit.
The Fury Tech stuff is nice. Like that new remote they came out with is cool, but it's $150.
Yeah, that's cool.
I really like
And
that you can use that four-wheel steer with the thumb, but at the same time, $150, I can get me a couple slice guys.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's go find out what's wrong with Nightbot.
down for recalibration.
I just logged down, it locked on, and it didn't ask me any questions. Oh, I'm on Brad's channel.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that's why.
I have not set up Brad on the Nightbot yet. That's why not bot is not working.
Man, it's only Tuesday. God darn it.
Think.
My bad.
Exactly. Horizon bought Trinity, and all my race buggies use Trinity motors.
Spike was saying the T word rocks. Well, the Traxxas one, and is it a 124th they had or 118th?
18.
It's an 18th, yeah. I've heard good thing about it. It seems to be pretty good.
I like mine. It runs really well, but you can't use it for any of the competitions. It's just a fun trail truck. Like
Yeah.
when you put the crawler gears in it, it's slow. Like it's
Oh, yeah.
slower than walk basically.
Wow.
With the normal gears, you try to crawl with it, you get bound up at all. That motor just, or the ESC doesn't crank amps into it. So you really gotta almost full throttle it just to bump over little things.
That's what some people don't realize though, is when they take their truck and they upgrade it to be a comp truck. Yeah, you
Mhm.
can do that. There's not a problem, but you lose the aspect or the feeling of having a scale truck on the trail.
Right.
To me, like running a TF2 or even my class 0 truck, which is here, the front of it, it's a lot of fun to drive that truck on the trails. Yes, it's not as capable. Yes, I do have to work 4 times as hard to go over an obstacle or try to find a different line, but to me it's fun. It's just the challenge of it just makes it challenging. So, but I do have a comp truck and it's great and I love it, but sometimes it's just fun.
Well, I agree. Like when we were at Axial Fest running even the SCX6, it's definitely not a comp truck.
The link you
Trying to
put there, yeah, sorry, just a sec. The link you put there, Kurt, is for the truck.
Sean's raffle.
Okay, so the link is there for Sean's raffle.
Also,
Sorry,
I put a
sorry
second one
there.
in there too.
Sorry about that, Jim. Keep going. Sorry.
but like the SCX6, it was just a total different, trying to get through places, get over stuff, how the
Yeah.
truck reacts. It's so neat, just the change.
Mhm.
And then I just ran my stock poncho one day. It literally has aluminum shock towers because I was worried about the pan hard brake, and that was it.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a brushed setup with the Dynamite 35 turn, and it, outrunning it, I had just as much fun with it, if not more, than
Mhm.
something truly set up crazy.
It is fun to run a comp truck that can basically go over challenges easy, but like you
Yeah.
just said, it's also fun to go back and running a truck that's not a comp truck and trying to go around the same areas in the same place.
Yeah.
It's just a challenge. It's kind of cool.
When you come up to a little sticker log and realize, well, I'm going to either have to jump over this or take it at an extreme angle just to cross this.
Mhm.
I want to get one of them real rock crawlers, like them belly dragger things that just climb up everything.
There's a lot. I'll tell you, unless you want to really research on the different links and different transmissions and all that stuff, get the SCX10 Pro kit. It is
Mhm.
an incredibly capable kit. It comes with everything, and you just throw your electronic wheels and tires on it and body.
Got a nice motor and ESC and
Really?
all that, or yeah, or do the 2-in-1.
That's a 10-3, right?
It's not even really a 10-3. Like it's totally its own entity.
Okay.
It's got a transmission with a selectable 1-to-1 or 40% underdrive. The transmission is molded into the skid, so it's super low based, and then it has a forward motor mount that runs a prop shaft to the transmission. So it counts as a transfer case if you want to count it for that. It's modular axles where you can move you could actually take it from an offset pumpkin to a center pumpkin by buying different
Oh, man.
links, because the rear is a center, the front's a offset. You can change out the axle tubes from the metal ones to brass ones. I mean, it's just got anything you'd want to do, but it comes with all the links. It comes with the drive shafts. It comes with transmission, frame rails, bumper mounts. And
It
you
just
just
doesn't
put
have
a-
a body in your electronics, right?
right wheels
Body.
and tires.
Yeah, body,
Tires.
wheels, and tires. Yeah.
As far as building a comp truck kit, it was by far the easiest I've ever done, but still an amazingly capable truck. And
This is not.
the shocks are amazing.
You've seen them ones that I don't know if they're comps or not, but they go just like straight up the rock, you know? It's
Depends
like,
on the truck. And I mean, if you want to be crazy, you get into those the sporties, the minis, the motor on axle trucks. Those things are insane. But
that's what I'm thinking about. Thinking of it's like motor on axle.
yeah,
Oh yeah, those are like crazy class 3, right? Or whatever that is.
they're their own class.
Yeah. Those things are like spiders.
Yeah, they're like super low and they just almost go
tires.
straight up. Big tires. Yeah.
When monster truck or when crawlers like class, not the SCX 10 1 and 2, when 2 came out, everybody was building their SCX 10 1 as kind of a monster truck with like very long tires and very big wheels, 2.0 rims and like giant tires. And they were bringing that to crawl because it was a little bit easier. They didn't have portal axles back then. But
Right.
man, did they ever bring up that center gravity? Like, holy cow, were they ever having problems on my trail at the back of my house?
That's what I'm tired of, flipping over. It just flips over.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Well, with your truck, Keith, you need to add some weight down low, like
Yeah.
with your Bronco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause that thing's
Adding
got
more
all your
brass to
accessories.
it. Yeah.
Put some brass down there.
Spin Rush made a comment, Tank.
Yeah. About that other guy there. People are trying to get that green proto-moto. And there's a guy that spent $1,800 trying to get one because he put his order in at Losi. He put one in order at somewhere else, and he put an order somewhere else. Like he spent
Jesus.
$1,800 at different places altogether as a pre-order, and nowhere
Yeah, 5
he's
here,
gonna be
5
getting
there,
it.
right?
Nowhere he's going to be getting it because they're only shipping the blue and the red one first, but the green one is actually back ordered until next month or the month after. So, and nobody got warned on it saying, order these first, you'll get it. But if you order the green one, that one is going to be delayed in shipping. So now he's pissed. So shit happens, I guess.
Yup.
But if he would have known, he said he would have picked a different color, but he did not know. So he's pissed that nobody warned him. It's not, I don't think it's their job to warn them, but they should have put something, but. Now I think he's more pissed that he's not going to be an early influencer. He's
Yeah.
gonna be on the bottom of the wave and
Yeah.
not on top of the wave.
Yeah, he was counting on reaching 100 subscribers.
Oh, with his truck. Well, I mean, with the
I
motorcycle.
know, that's why it's like, I was like, why is man just another guy complaining that he didn't get his car first?
Right.
He was saying, even in his video, he's saying that I put my order in before that guy. He got he got his, and he's popping videos before I did. But I
Yeah.
actually put my order in. That's not fair.
It's like
Okay, I,
who did you order it from? First of all, that's your problem.
he ordered it directly at Lowe's website.
Well, see, then that's the problem. Most of them sent them out to the hobby shops first to get their fill. They want the hobby shops to sell their stuff.
But I would think if you're the company, I would have made a whole bunch of them. So there wouldn't be any back order.
Rush says people are going to start selling them to get a profit. Actually, yes and no. But they might do that, try to sell it if they're out of stock. But I've seen on Facebook Marketplace, some other people started selling their other motorcycle from other, like Sky RC had
I
one.
have a
and they-
friend selling the Sky RC right now, so he can get the other one.
Like there's a guy here locally, he's selling it for $500 used. And
Yeah.
he's saying at the other hobby store, it's like $675 Canadian. And I'm there, it's $4.99. And I told him it's $4.99 at 110 Hobbies. He goes, okay, well, that's at that store, but at the other store, it's that price. I go, okay, but like, why should I buy yours at $500 used when I can buy that one brand new? Oh, I only used it twice and there's no scratch on it. It's still used.
Yeah, right.
To me, used is about half price, but yeah, yours in good condition. So maybe 4. So he's brought it down to 450. So 400, I would really think about it, but that gyro is in the back wheel. It doesn't handle the same way. It doesn't have that cool function of the 3 different ways you can drive it, and you can pop a wheelie on command. That is
Yeah.
awesomely cool.
Yeah.
So, and that's because they got a sensor in there, just like airplane or drones, that when you're in a wheelie, it knows you're in a wheelie, and that gyro in there keeps you up there with the throttle. Even if you pump it all the way or let it go, well, if you let go, it will come down, but you can't go more. And so that's really interesting how they've done that. He ordered it at multiple hobby shops. Yes, I know. That's what I said. That's how he spent $1,800, because he ordered it at different hobby shops or different place online. But I think his problem was he ordered the same color, and that's the color that was fucked up. So he didn't lose his $1,800. Like, he can cancel his order.
Eventually you'll get 3 motorcycles, right?
Yeah, he's gonna get whatever the amount of motorcycle he's got. Is just he's not going to be the early influencer that he wanted to be.
Yeah, I gave up doing that a long time ago.
Same thing here. Like a while back, I really wanted to, a new product. I want it on my desk. I want to do a review.
Yeah.
I want to do an unboxing. But there's way too many. You can't keep up. Like, it would cost an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just by yourself getting it.
Mind you, I got to send Justin an email from STRC, I believe, and he might get a proto motor motorcycle for himself. And if he does, I'm gonna probably get it to try out and actually review. And I do have to call him up and find out if he did get one. So that would be so cool.
Yeah, from your hobby shop there, Tank.
Yeah, STCRC. Maybe I can get one. No, it's too expensive. But maybe I can get
Did you ever finish the Jiminy?
No, it's still in the box, still in pieces. I just got to paint it. It's, for some odd reason, as soon as summer hit, I stopped building stuff. Like I finished putting this bumper on this guy, and I got to fix the winch. The winch blew up, so now I did the weathering on it kind of to make it dirty.
Right.
So I gotta finish this guy up just by fixing the winch. This thing is heavy. But yeah, the Jimny, I took it all apart. I left it here. I actually put it in a box, and it's right here in that box. And there's the top of it, the frame, you see the front of it here, it's all apart.
Yep.
So I have to prime it, and I have to make it look old. So that's the next step. I just gotta find time.
Yeah, the summer.
Got to be in the mood to paint. Is what you got to be.
In Canada, you get a month for summer, so you got to use it all.
Well, it's past 11:30, so let's start saying a goodbye. Brad, go ahead. Not Brad is not there. Can somebody speak
Perfect.
for Brad? No, just kidding. Kurt, why don't you go ahead and say bye?
That's the best imitation of Brad I heard. Oh,
The quietness. We haven't seen Brad that quiet.
thanks for having me, Brad. I appreciate it. It's been a bunch of fun. Good talking to you again, and everybody have a great
Man,
week.
you're hardly ever on Brad's channel.
Cool, thank you. Gems.
Thanks for having me. Great talking to you tonight, Brad. And I've been having a blast with this challenge tank. Like it's been fun.
Cool. I do have to make another video talking about what you've been doing and talking more about this challenge. I should have been making more videos, but I am probably going to do one tomorrow, just like talking, my talking head, use a selfie stick or something.
Tell him the
And
slow guy too.
try to push on it. And I do want guys to do like you're doing, is trying to push it to the limit. But I also want people to try just for the fun of it. I know
Right.
people won't beat it like KBRC 13 is doing, and I know he does not have the budget to try to beat you, but I just want people to try. I just want to
Still
see,
having fun.
That's what
yeah,
I'm
have
doing.
fun
I'm
and,
having fun.
see how far you can push your rig. That's what this event is about, is just see how much you yourself can push that truck to go. So,
Right.
cool. Thanks for coming. KBRC 13.
Thanks, Brad, for having me on, and keep your RC muddies and your hamster smiling.
Brad always laughs when you say that.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for jumping in here. And thanks, Brad, for letting us do this on your channel. And we'll be talking to you guys later. And go out there, be careful. Don't break things, because Brad hates it when
Breaking
things
things. Yeah.
Break it anyways.
but push it. Just push your limit to the limit. Push it to the limit, just like Gems RC is doing right now with his rig. And have fun with it, and put some skid rails on it, just like he's doing, so you don't break it.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
see you guys.